What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Welcome to the 52nd episode of my Hungarian Let's Play. Holy crap! That's a lot of episodes, and there's a lot more to come, right? The end of the game has a tendency to actually take longer, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, man, with that in mind, I hope you guys, seriously, I hope you do enjoy it because I don't think this exactly constitutes work. It depends what you define to be work, but a lot of work, in a sense, has been put into the series. So thank you very much for being here all this time if you're still watching. And yeah, I just really quickly want to say that I have basically taken a really long break, actually like 2.5 weeks. I recorded more than I actually intended initially. And the reason is because, I'm not going to go into that again, but I spoke about it on my latest Albanian opening move video. I had to record quite a bit back to back, and for that reason, unfortunately, I haven't been able to really respond to any of your guys' lovely feedback, and boy, do I wish I could have. Like, for right now, we're doing well on our military. So, if we look at our Liberty Desire of the Russians in grasslands here, he doesn't have that many grasslands or farmlands, I would suspect, that are low development and i.e. cheap. So let's go ahead there, 32. Wow, 5 Liberty Desire from 32 military points. My goodness, like, I really wish I was doing that kind of thing earlier. But yeah, I've taken, I've got fresh eyes to look upon what we're doing so far, guys. And in some ways, like I said, I am a little bit nervous that we're not going to be able to make it for the full one phase. But I'll tell you what, at the very least, it's going to be bloody close. Keep in mind, guys, that we do have the Hungary dynasty on Sweden. So I'm really looking forward to Sweden hopefully continuing to expand like he is. Once we integrate Russia, Liberty Desire is going to be a thing of the past. And I'm really looking forward to grabbing Sweden. We're not going to have to truce break him or anything like that, which is going to be really good. We have to sort out the Empire here, and each time I go over 10 prestige, I'm going to release a nation like this. Let's just double check I'm not making a mistake. And we don't need that to claim anything. Yeah. So that's a low development province that we can release Catalonia as a Prince of the Empire. Just like that. Which is going to help with the Imperial Authority. Now, the Empire is at war, unfortunately. I think it's this war here. Which means we're not actually gaining anything at the moment. But the ways that we're going to be gaining authority is by adding provinces. And yeah, if it's at peace, we'd be gaining 0.08. And each time we gain over 10 prestige, I'm going to release another nation in the same fashion. Now, I also, if you look at the number of our loans, guys, I mean, I'll tell you what, we're doing okay. We're not doing great. I know people have been really upset with that. The most upset that I've been with myself is the fact that I've had to reduce inflation, and the fact that we haven't been able to build buildings in a long time, or I have felt like I haven't been able to prosper more and more. That's been really tilting me, and the manufacturers has actually spawned. So I did have some things in mind coming along with fresh eyes. I want to be attacking Lithuania. That's something I intended to do, but let's make sure to take his manufactory here. And there's actually a manufactory here in Africa. Let's take that as well. And that's going to help us actually, yeah, accept the manufacturers a little bit faster by doing that. So this is a region here, as our admin is getting a little bit further than I would actually like. Although, should I be taking up for negative 10% while it's going up in price? Probably, actually. I should probably just be taking up here. Huh. Either way, as long as I'm spending my admin efficiently, I'm happy, and I want to fully annex these nations here. These are going to be really easy. I really wish that if I had known, guys, I would have had more of these kind of prepped, like the, where is it? 3 trade companies. That's something that's going to take me a little while to actually obtain. And it's something that if I had known, if I had the experience, I would have had prepared. So I hope you guys at least appreciate the fact that Uh, I am kind of doing this blind in a sense, like in the sense that I don't have experience playing this up-to-date version of EU4. I don't have that much experience, and I'm just YOLO doing this stuff. So either way, let's get into it. There's one other thing that I was worried about, which I have used my tiny little brains to determine. We have only 5 free cities, and although many of these guys have militaristic leaders, I think if we... Oh, I'm already influencing him. Okay, there we go. I was going to say if we influence Bosnia, that could give us the relations here, but I'm already doing that. God dang it. So I already had that in mind. Wow, never mind. Jeez. Alrighty. So my first move is going to be to take out... I want these manufacturers, basically. I was actually going to take out this guy. He's got terrible tech. I was going to take him out. But I'm actually content taking out for -10, considering the price is going up. I'm going to build a small force. It needs to be able to take his capital. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get some cannons. That's 9. Get some cavalry. That's it. A small force to help us fight these Africans, because I do have to deal with some rebel factions around here, but I also want to use the current forces that we have already to actually fight Lithuania. Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of a chill episode, guys. And my main focus is going to be taking the manufactories from our neighbors, like Lithuania and in Africa, and I'm also going to keep an eye out for where more manufactories are built, because we don't have the money to build them ourselves. We're getting 5 prestige yearly, which means every 2 years we should be able to release an independent nation of the empire. These guys can actually walk all the way down here. Let's just do that. And how is Mali doing? He's got worse tech than us, but I'm sure he has some kind of amount of troops. So we have to be aware of that. Because the trading company out here in West Africa is getting near to giving us a merchant. Yeah, so I am going to try to operate on having a few troops in order to... Thank you, Prussia, giving us a gift. In order to help us with our army maintenance. And I also want to do harsh treatment as long as it costs 50. But at the same time, if we do this, we get 2 absolutism and we improve our legitimacy as well. So let's strengthen government for once. Wait, it increases your max? No, the legitimacy itself increases your max. Yeah. That's one of the reasons I was trying to do legitimacy, but also our Diplo reputation. A lot of people suggesting that I take influence ideas, guys, for the additional Diplo reputation. I really do want influence, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be a little while before we get another idea. We're only gaining 2 diplomatic power a month because of our activities integrating Russia, which makes me hesitant to spend it on an idea, as it's quite a ways down the line, guys. It's a lot of Diplo to get that. And we're really in need of a military idea, guys. If I take defensive, that's going to help out our economy big time as well. And I don't think we actually have any boons to morale. So I think defensive is going to be a good one to take. It will help us keep our army tradition higher, which has been lacking nowadays, which doesn't feel good. But yeah, it's going to be all about trying to get this add provinces to the empire, which means Lithuania is a good nation to go into, and as well as the Livonian Order. Because if we can get 100 imperial authority, it's going to help nations vote for us here. And I did make a decision, man. I've been thinking in between, guys, while I reflect. The reason I haven't been enforcing religion is because I don't want to piss off Prussia, for example. I want basically to have max relations with Prussia, if that's possible, because I can't enforce his religion, so I want him to vote for us. But with that in mind, it's going to take too long to actually get the empire at this rate. So I am going to begin enforcing religion, starting with the more powerful nations like Bremen. I think Bremen is the most powerful nation I can enforce religion on. So that's what I'm going to do here. And then I'm actually going to slowly, hopefully, if he's happy with us, break ties with him, switch it out for like Bavaria, for instance, and enforce religion on him, other powerful Protestants. But I am going to try to get rid of them so that I can free up Diplo slots with them. Because I would like to, for example, ally Great Britain, if possible, to help against France in the future. If we have the free Diplo slots. Alright, so let's have a look here. He's got Hanover, Tuscany, Lorraine, Poland. We've got plenty of favors, I imagine. So Prussia, we don't have so many favors. With Bohemia, we do. Yeah, there's already war inside the empire, so this is as good a time as ever. I would suggest our war exhaustion's okay. Let's go. Let's go. This will help us with our prestige. And yeah, let's take Lithuania out, take some land. Unfortunately, it's going to cost some Diplo to do so, which we... Oh, that army maintenance was off. Quickly, quickly, go in and take that fort in the first day. Feels good. Let's also accumulate some troops down here. Our religious unity has been getting really good nowadays, guys, but with that in mind, let's take some more Sunni provinces to get our missionaries active. Gotta be doing something. It's weird how when you pass that peace inside the empire, it takes like months for the members of the empire to be called into wars. It's just an interesting little thing that exists in the game. I'm not exactly sure why it does, but it does indeedy. And I am fabricating on the Livonian Order. Now I can only take one province from fabricating with him, which is a bit of a shame. Also, I should consider trying to diplomatically break relations with Livonian Order with Holland, for example, because we do want that peace inside the Empire modifier, man. Big time. Lithuania is just easy breezy for us nowadays. And obviously here, I'm not actually that interested in separate piecing his enemies. Maybe Poland, we could annex. He could be a member of the Empire. I don't know. Maybe it's worth taking these guys' money, going out and fighting them. Any of them... They're all Catholic, so there's no enforcing religion. Yeah, now this is something I was wondering. Maybe it's worth building these to boost manufactories, man. It boosts the development as well, which is pretty nice. I guess if it's in a stated up territory like this and it's worth a fair amount, maybe I should just do it. So naval equipment manufacturing. I doubt, the problem is it's not going to be worth very much. Yeah, 0.25. Breaks my little heart, but I think we have to try to pay off our loans, man. I want to get my bloody economy intact, and then we're going to be good to go. Have some good times. I remember in the beginning of the series, guys, in my kind of prelude mission statement, I talked about how I wanted to form the empire relatively early to avoid some of the tedium when you actually form the empire and you get rid of the revoke and you pass the final. Okay, here we go. Let's enforce on Bremen. So this will increase our imperial authority, given time, getting rid of heretics. And he should be happy with us now, yes, whereas people like Prussia will not. But, yeah, we're actually going to trade out Bremen for like another nation and enforce on them. What I wanted to say is that I think, unfortunately, I've changed my mind. I still wish to avoid the tedium associated with forming the empire sort of earlier rather than later. But I think at the rate that things are going, I'm going to depend on the revoke the vassals to help us quite a bit against, for example, France. So it looks to me already like it's at a state where it's going to be tedious, if you know what I mean. I think it's going to be tedious. Yeah, this guy has no allies, guys. We're going in here, and I'm going to go for the full annexation. Use our man Gabor to go in, and this guy's got no troops, so he'll be extremely easy. Take his one capital city. Give us a place to spend our admin. Now we're at 20, so that's the sweet spot. We don't want to get the unbalanced research, but we're doing just fine in that regard. Okay, 24. Diplo. Oh no, Bohemia, bloody well, I didn't realize he took the occupation on Poland. I wanted to actually annex him, but never mind. I will take his money. And any member of the Empire I'm going to break his alliance with. Yeah, I was going to say, well, maybe I could annex him, but I don't think that's going to be the move, eh? So I'm wondering... Yeah, we should probably actually continue our wars with these guys to at least use the war score here to break their alliance with Lithuania. One of my biggest concerns in terms of the Empire, guys, is whether or not we'll be able to get Prussia's vote. I think we don't have an advisor. I think if we could get him to 200 relations, which theoretically should be possible as a ally, but I mean, we've got an alliance or royal marriage, granting their independence and giving them military access, but still, our relations are really bad. The other thing we can do is influence if we actually had money, and another thing we can do is grant imperial, bestow imperial grace. But I think if we can get, you know, our legitimacy to max, we're not overextended, we have a Diplo Rep advisor, and who knows, maybe if we had reputation from an event or something. I just don't think personally that we can... Stroller General here from the estate, not bad. Our army tradition, unfortunately, is only just above 40 anyway. I just think we need to avoid getting influence, guys. Okay, with my diplomats, I should be trying to get free city status with somebody. There must be somebody, like... Why was it that Trebizond was more willing to go free city status, whereas the other nations aren't? I know if they're militarists, they essentially will never do it. But I guess it's the it's the have core modifiers and so on. That's what it is. Interesting. So what about Catalonia? Yeah. Yeah, I think Catalonia we can make him a free city. If we improve relations to him. So try to keep our diplomats busy even though we have a lot. Nice, some stability from an event. That's a good event for once. Love it. A lot of people talking about... Yeah, I need that inflation reduction. There we go. A lot of people talking about I should try to become the Pope. I have been keeping an eye on it in between episodes, guys. Problem is like France invests 30 papal influence like it's nothing. Like, our chances of becoming the Pope are pretty slim. I will try to keep an eye out for good opportunities to try to become the Pope, but I don't think it's worth it, especially if we're trying to get these modifiers like the inflation reduction. I would take it if it was essentially just a freebie, but there you go. So Holland, am I improving relations with Holland? I want to try to break his relations. We're maxed. Alright, break relations with Livonian Order. Not quite there. So the biggest unfortunate aspect to this war is, and the Livonian War upcoming, is the fact that it costs me diplo points. I think I should not spend my diplo points. That's what I think. I hope you guys forgive me, but that way I can cancel the relations through him directly. Yeah, I don't think I should spend diplo points. So let's have a look here. Will this guy peace out? Really? He won't peace out. Got one of his forts. Alrighty. So let's wrap up these two wars. It's really good to be back. I know there hasn't been a break for you guys, but for me, I haven't done recording like this in actually a long period of time. And I've been missing it. There you go. So Hannah wants peace now. Let's go break alliance with Lithuania. War reparations from him should be significant. Take some money. All the money, the better. The war reparations, of course, go to us directly, though. Yep. Yep, so I should keep a diplomat in here to claim provinces. It's a pain. It's a pain. We don't have a good CB against Catholics. You guys have to forgive me if you disagree, guys, but we're gaining 2 Diplo per month. Even though we're quite ahead in Diplo, we're not going to be able to maintain that if I throw Diplo away. I want to do it here. Same thing against Lithuania, right? So I'm going to try to have a kind of policy of not spending Diplo like that. Just keep claiming his land casually. We got the weapons manufactory. That was kind of our real priority and ambition there. And we're about to take out this guy here, which gives us a good opportunity to spend some of our admin, and I want to gear up to fight Noop, which seems to be free. Just a matter of time here fighting Noop. Let's try to take out this guy's military, and that's going to be a done war. Let's have a look at how much overextension this is going to cost us. I'm hoping for the full annexation. Easy. Unfortunately, doesn't have much cash, but there you go. And repaying a loan. Woohoo! Let's get there, man. Let's really, really get there. There's also no reason not to add provinces to the empire. Is that outside of Europe? Ah, damn, that's Asia. Technically. I would love a manpower modifier reduction advisor. That would be good. For real, this guy's just dodging me. Alright. Let's just go for the full siege arena of him then. That's the quickest way. And another thing I'm really looking forward to, guys, is when we integrate Russia finally. I hope we can integrate him. It's taking forever. It's so long it's taking. When we do finally integrate him, I can just increase, or decrease rather, autonomy. Decreasing autonomy is going to be a way that we can actually get some absolutism, which I haven't done in a while, because I'll be freely, in quotations, after we spent so much Diplo on him, so much Diplo integrating him given time, we'll be able to freely create a state from a territory, and then I'll be going ahead and decreasing autonomy. Okay, there's the stack wipe. So this little faction should be taken out here. Yep. And that's going to be it for this episode, guys. It's really good to be back. Like I said, I know you guys haven't had a break, but I have. And forgive me if I seem a little bit disjointed and in a different state of mind from the previous kind of episodes. But as long as we're chugging along, taking big chunks of land like this, well, big chunks, you know, little chunks of land like this, going to be fully annexing these guys next episode. I'm pretty content just in a chill manner, spending our admin and taking weapons manufacturers where I see them, like one from Noop, which is, he's already added all of that land, going to help us integrate manufacturers that much sooner. And yeah, slowly trying to do everything with a lesser amount of units so that we're in the positive and actually making some money. Liberty Desire is good, of course, and I'm trying to build my absolutism here. In fact, let's just do this again. We're doing okay on military as we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in a future episode.